Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Friday afternoon, getting ready to start off the weekend. Hope everybody has had a great week. Well, as you can see, for today, we've got two returns that have come back in the mail. So it's been a little bit slower week than I was hoping for with the amount of stuff I've been sending out. But I guess all the talk about the mail service, I guess that is impacting even getting regular mail coming in on time. But hopefully that'll pick back up because I know I've got a lot of cool stuff that's out there. But for today, we get two returns. We got one that came out of Austin, Texas, and another out of West Palm Beach. For both of these, I actually have multiple items out in each of the two areas, so I'm not really sure what I'm getting in today. Couple of things I can look at is these stamps here. I had used them only for a period of like a week or two. Normally, I don't use those particular stamps. I've taken to, with everything going on, I don't interact with people at the post office. I don't need to. When I'm sending out packages or anything, I either print stuff through PayPal online and then just print my shipping label and just drop it off. Or if I need to buy stamps, I go to one of the self-serve kiosks and I just buy the stamps that way. And normally what will happen is they'll print out and they look like these here. And I just get them printed on sheets of 10. As you can see, there's 5 left here. But what will happen every once in a while is the machine won't work. And it doesn't tell you until after the fact. So, like in this case, when I got these done, I went ahead and put in and I said, let me buy whatever it was, like 30 or 40 of them. That's usually the batches that I buy. And put my credit card in, pay for the transaction, how many do you want to buy, all that stuff. And then you click to confirm. And then it kind of gives almost like an exception saying, oh, well, these labels can't print, so we've got to print these individually. And it just says press OK to continue, but there's no way to cancel out of it. It's like you're kind of stuck with it. So I literally had to sit there for better than 5 minutes to let these print one at a time and wait for like 40 of them to print. In the middle of it, somebody actually came in and was waiting to use the machine, and I had to apologize and explain to him, say, hey, listen, I don't want to sit here and wait for 40 of these to print one at a time, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, that doesn't happen very often, but it does happen from time to time. So that kind of tells me a little bit about what the time frame is on it. So let's go ahead and move on and let's see what we get here. As you'll see, this is another one of the tape self-sealed envelopes. So I've taken to using these exclusively for my return mail now. And let's see what we got here. Very cool. So what we have is it's a Met kind of day. We've got Pat Zachry. Pat Zachry was a Mets pitcher throughout the early 80s. And it looks like Pat is not a multiple signer. He, I guess, signs one per. As you can see right here, we got, I sent him 3 cards, the 81 tops, the 82 tops, and the 83 tops. And he signed one of the 3. I'm fine with that. I don't have any problems whatsoever, considering this is one I just kind of stumbled on, and I just went digging through my Mets boxes and was able to pull these out here. I didn't have him in my collection yet, so this is another good Met to add in. So I'm very happy with that. One thing that was kind of cool, and I didn't realize this, I realized it when I sent it out, but just kind of one of those things to bring up. This particular card here is actually the O-Pee-Chee version of the 81 tops. So if you, and I'll bring it up a little bit closer, you'll see that it actually says that it's O-Pee-Chee. Normally the Tops logo would be there. And if you look, the card is kind of bright. And it also has the O-Pee-Chee logo up there. So, and you may or may not be able to see, but we do have bilingual information throughout as well. So O-Pee-Chee cards are those that were printed in Canada. Most people know O-Pee-Chee cards for hockey. That's really kind of where the bulk of their production went, but they also did do baseball cards, and that was an ongoing thing throughout the 80s, and I think even back in the 70s. I'm not entirely sure. I know they did for the most of the 80s with it, but it's like a sister company of Topps with it. So I actually didn't have an 81 Topps, but I did have the 81 O-Pee-Chee, so just went ahead and sent that out. But the 83, I'm very happy with getting that back. So definitely a success. One of three. I will take it. All right, on to our second envelope. This is the one that came out of West Palm Beach, Florida, and another tape-sealed envelope. Very cool. So we are 2 for 2 on the day when it comes to Mets. Terry Leach. Terry Leach was a relief pitcher for the Mets pretty much throughout the 80s. And Terry has always been known as a good signer for fans through the mail. And as you can see here, definitely good. Signed 5 of 5 for me. I have gotten Terry once before through the mail. It's been several years. But I found some stuff that I did really want to try and work on getting signed. A couple of things. One is this old Tidewater card. If you remember one of the other videos that I had recently, and this is an 86 Pro Cards Tidewater Tides card. I'd gotten the Sam Perlazzo card signed, which he was a coach on that team. Also, the 86 Topps. This was really one of the first years that I really started collecting cards. 87 was the true year, but 86, I was getting some of that stuff. And also the 86 is iconic because that was the year the Mets won the World Series. So definitely got to work on that. And then, of course, as you guys know, the Cons team set cards, which I work on. I do have a Terry Leach already signed, but it just didn't come out looking very good when I did, so this was a nice upgrade for it. Signed great in some nice blue Sharpie there, so very pleased with that. What I think is pretty cool at the same time too, and I'll just kind of move these, is that now if I want to start my 83 Topps Mets team set, I now have got 2 of them signed with Terry Leach and Pat Zachary. So for the day, 2 for 2. So that is always good. We had our 5 for 5 signed by Mr. Terry Leach. And then we had 1 out of 3 from Pat Zachary. So definitely some Mets flavor to the day today. And in some of the videos upcoming here over the next couple weeks, probably see some more Mets stuff coming in. At least that's the hope, because I did send out, and you guys will start to see some trends as far as the teams that I like and the teams that I collect, and some of the sets that I'm working on with things that hopefully will be coming in here in the next couple weeks. So as always, I thank you guys for watching. I love your feedback. Definitely keep on keeping on. Ask me questions if you have any for anything that you want to know about how all this stuff works. And certainly if you need help with an address from something that you've seen in the video, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help any way I can. So until then, guys, I don't know if we'll have a video for tomorrow. So if we don't talk, everybody have a great weekend and take care of yourselves.